Hello Patreon backers. This is a test to see if we can figure out how to do a speeded up process video for you. This is a page from the 4th issue of Atomic Robo in the Temple of Ode. I believe it's page 19, panel 2, wherein Helen and Chen have just escaped from prison in the old castle and are making their way to find and rescue Dr. Liu. Wow, this is going really, really fast. So, on the rough layer there, I did not like the initial sketch I had, so I started over again. I wanted a better angle on Helen. As you can see, I started out with some really rough, kind of stick figure-y work just to kind of to block out the spaces and get an idea for what's going on. And then in the second layer, the sketch layer, I do most of the work, all the dirty work basically. I have, if you can see the pen settings on the side there, I have the opacity turned way down. So it's kind of like working with a felt tip marker that's kind of running out of ink. Makes it easy to be real sloppy and get a lot of different textures and ink consistencies. Pretty much I do all my work with this same exact brush. I just start off really large with it, and then on each consecutive level I make the nib a bit smaller, and then on the final inks I also crank the opacity up to about 95%, but it still keeps that nice round soft semi-transparent texture, which when I zoom in, you'll be able to see right through the line art, but when we zoom out to normal viewing size, you don't really notice it. There's a brief glimpse of the script. Sorry that was so quick. I have not figured out iMovie at all yet, and I was trying to couldn't figure out how to stop the fast forward, the high-speed playback for that. So next time I will put the script clip at the beginning and then start the high-speed playback after that. So basically here, Helen is pulling down she's been wearing her bandana pushed back, and it's time to go into action, so she's pulling down her Jack Tarot bandana a bit. And it took me quite a few tries to get the hand right on that, to figure out how the fingers should look and how to twist the wrist there. And here we are working on the people layer. Obviously when you see the book, it is not pink, well, it's actually hot pink. I'm not sure why it looks kind of like a fuchsia on here, but the marker's hot pink, and I basically it keeps everything. I start in hot pink, go to the electric blue, then back to the hot pink, and those are two colors that are really high contrast with one another, and so it's easy to know which layer I'm working on and see what I'm doing. But because the pink is not as not in such contrast with the white background as, say, like a black ink would be, I don't see the little imperfections that would otherwise drive me nuts. So I do all the line work in this color, and then right before I save the final copy for the colorist, I convert all the line work to this dark brown. You see a couple times there my toolbar up along the top, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th tool in from the right. It's kind of like, it's a little cropped in the video here, but it's like a little a soft check mark or a little curve. You'll see that light up occasionally, and that's called the steady stroke in Sketchbook here, and that just helps me get a nice even curve out of things. It kind of removes the natural wobble from your hand, which is evident in most digital artwork. Here I didn't like her collar at all, so I just kind of erased and started over. And yeah, I think we're coming up in the last 30 seconds here, so hopefully this works out okay, and we'll be able to put more of these and longer versions of them up for you guys to check out. Maybe, well, I don't know how big the file would be to do an entire page. Probably huge, but we can do these one panels at a time thing. And yeah, so for a test, hopefully this is okay, and I will talk to you all soon.